it.
They present the popular radio program Political Platform on the Ray Power FM network. Ray Power FM Political Platform, now on television. Keep track of the country's polity and be part of the process as they discuss and put political developments in the country into perspective. It's Ray Power Political Platform on AIT Abuja.
Hello out there, thanks for joining us on Political Platform, and we want to thank you for always listening to us, tuning in to get all the message we have for you on the platform. And your mails through politicalplatform@yahoo.com. You can contribute, and indeed we have every day a harvest of your contribution and how we can indeed deepen the roots of our young democracy. And when you criticize and you add to it how we can move out of the areas of your observation, then it is a rounded up kind of contribution that we always require here. And you can also listen to us on YouTube and our YouTube channel, AIT Political Platform. And those who want to be on the go listening on their handsets can download the app, the Repa app. And we are together in this, helping to shape our future, the future of our children, getting democracy deepened, the roots deepened, and we have a robust celebration of civilization. Okiri Agbonsurem is my name. Reactions have continued to trail the return of our president and the resumption. Of course, yesterday we couldn't go to Kogi to tell you why the Kogi state government declared a public holiday. We should also be taking a look at that today. We have a guest we couldn't reach yesterday. We'll be talking to him. And then we have the other side. The Kogi State APC chairman, Haji Hadi Ametuo, says he's on the run because he's afraid that he does not know what is going to happen to him if he steps into Kogi State. Why will he be running from Kogi State? What is chasing him? He says there are a lot of allegations that have been made against him, all in an effort to chase him out of office. We'll also be talking to him. But the big one we have this morning is also talking about leadership. We have talked to several persons on how to involve leadership in Nigeria, but today we are furthering it with the continuation of our engagement with our guests who always come here, where a kind of Harvard is being created in Nigeria, a kind of place you can come and learn leadership skills. We are going to be talking about that in the course of the program, and our guest is already in the house. Adebayo Bodurin is in the house. Welcome, Adebayo Bodurin.
Thank you, and a very good morning out to you out there. Well, the report from Kogi is really not cheerful one, particularly the ruling party in the state. But I think the party at the national headquarters seems to have taken, I call it a bold decision, realizing the fact that they have a problem, intra-party wranglings plaguing the party at the level of Kogi State. And yesterday, the party raised a panel headed by General Idris Garba. Those who may not remember Idris Garba was one time military governor of Kano State. He's a very gentleman, and I hope when you see people like that, you first ask the question, why, he's a gentleman, you ask, why was he in the military? But with his military training,
he's able to now.
Yeah, because he's so humble, so gentle. But with his background as in the military, I think he will be able to
find a way of solving
the problems plaguing the APC in Kogi State.
Mustafa Mohammed is also here. Mustafa Mohammed, the issues regarding the appointment of permanent secretaries is not down. Why the people, for the first time, we have a permanent secretary from Abuja. When you talk of Abuja, the Abuja ADGs are quietly saying good is something that is coming, but there are a lot of other things that are.
I learned that there are petitions against this same man from the FCT. However, we also heard about a person becoming a permanent secretary without even, passing the exam. That is the allegation. But as usual, Political Platform is going to dig deep into it. We promise our listeners.
It was when President Olusegun Obasanjo came and saw the lopsidedness in the appointment of permanent secretaries that he asked Boeing and Bayelsa State then to please forward a civil servant of at least a minimum level of deputy director to Abuja, because it was discovered that As at that time, about 37 permanent secretaries that were in town, 28 were from the northern part of Nigeria. And Obasanjo said it was not possible to run in Nigeria without a balance. So we started balancing it. And this government has improved on it to say, look, it's not just the balance we need qualifications. If you are not qualified, you should not just be appointed on the basis of the fact that you have stayed in the civil service for some time or you are from one part. Come and write exam. And some of them actually struggled. We hear those who were originally penciled down who said they must be permanent secretaries couldn't even score a percentage to pass the exams. And the acting president then, Yemi Osinbajo, insisted that there must be some measure of integrity, not just integrity, intelligence, and you must merit the job. Uju, we are moving forward.
We are certainly moving forward. I think that's a very good step in the right direction, because for long we had people who were not, really, who did not have the capacity to hold the positions they were holding. And that is richly, what has plagued the civil service in this country. You can imagine, simple exams, even the first step exams, a lot of them failed it, and you cannot tell why the civil service is the way it is. But with what has just happened, you have competent men at the head, then Nigeria will certainly move forward. And
Dr. Amici Anakwe is also writing here. Amici, welcome to the program.
Okay, we are being told that this is not the first time the FCT will be having a permanent secretary. Dr. Bokizawa
was true.
A permanent secretary. But of course, it tells you that indeed it is a power game by the elite, looking at positions, who will get what. Permanent secretaries, if you ask those that understand the public service, could be more influential. When I say influential, lucrative than a minister. That's why you see so much attention. Because they are the administrative and accounting officers, of ministry. So that when you see people crave for the position of permanent secretary, especially in grade A ministries, you understand. In Kogi, recall I said some time ago that in that government house is 1 week, one trouble. And the trend is continuing.
Actually, in the news for not very good reasons. That's cool.
This Joma Osamo is just joining. Joma, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Okiria.
Now let's go to our mailbox, political platform at yahoo.com. But we'll take a break and then you get to hear what you have to tell us on the platform.
Bust it!
They present the popular radio program, Political Platform, on the Ray Power FM network. Ray Power FM Political Platform, now on television. Keep track of the country's polity and be part of the process as they discuss and put political developments in the country into perspective. It's Ray Power Political Platform on AIT Abuja.
Welcome back from the break. It's the mail segment, and I'm Amaka Okoro.
Now I'm Tenikan Akipu. You're welcome.
We'll begin with a reaction on the president's speech yesterday, and it's coming from Collins Eze in Kubwa, Abuja. The mail reads, President Muhammadu Buhari, during his broadcast yesterday, was not categorical about restructuring, even when it is part of the APC's manifesto. Rather than pushing it to the National Assembly and Council of States, our president should have stated the exact stand of the executive and APC as a political party on this issue. Going by popular demand, it is obvious that restructuring is the very key to solving most of our remote and immediate problems, especially the issue of agitations amongst the various ethnic groups. Much as we are better together as one indivisible entity, every section of this country must have a sense of belonging to be able to function properly. The time to get it right is now. Long live our president, and God bless Nigeria.
And staying with that, Nosike Odiaka in Obanikoro in Lagos State titles this Beyond the President's Speech. He says, the President's speech was good, but how did we get where we are? The hate speeches, I guess. I thought he would apologize for some of his unbalanced decisions and body language that might have influenced most of these things. It's good that Nigeria remains as one nation in a win-win situation, a system acceptable to all, but certainly not in this present lopsided arrangement where might is right seems to be the norm. We need one another to be a truly great nation, where every Nigerian is treated equally, irrespective of tribe or religion. The president must show a sincerity of purpose, courage, and commitment to truly unite this nation by quickly initiating the process of restructuring the country into a workable federating system. Then can we have a truly united and indivisible nation. Anything short of that amounts only to postponing the evil day.
And over now to a reaction to the public holiday in Kogi State. This particular one is coming from Adetayo Adejumo from Bayelsa State. The mail reads, I want to join the rest of Nigeria to celebrate the hail and hearty return of our president, Muhammadu Buhari. I was, however, greatly amazed that a supposedly young governor managing a highly indebted state like Kogi State is so idle and lacking in ideas that it would actually waste a whole day by declaring a meaningless public holiday in which even its president and vice president are working. This is now a serious question whether the not too young to run slogan is really the way forward for Nigeria.
And Samson in Suleja, Niger State, is asking why the program wasn't aired yesterday. He says, I was unable to listen to the program yesterday and I knew it would be fully loaded, so I decided to tune in to AIT as you always advertised by 6 p.m. only to be disappointed as the program was not aired. If I recall correctly, you have always said that the show can be viewed both on YouTube and on AIT, so I wonder why it was not aired.
And this is how far we can go on today's mail segment. Do keep sending your contributions. Send them to politicalplatform@yahoo.com.
Bust it!
They present the popular radio program Political Platform on the Ray Power FM network. Ray Power FM Political Platform, now on television. Keep track of the country's polity and be part of the process as they discuss and put political developments in the country into perspective. It's Ray Power Political Platform on AIT Abuja.
Thank you so much. We apologize that we were unable to air the program on AIT yesterday due to technical difficulties. For those who went there and waited that they were going to get it, they couldn't get it. We are very sorry about that. We promise that we have rectified all that went on with the production of it yesterday, and there will be sure 6 p.m. And those who are watching on the international channel, AIT International, you also get it, a political platform. Now, let's welcome Linus Okori. Let's all begin with him before we go to Kogi State. Linus Okori, you are creating what is like a resemblance, a replication of what Harvard is with regard to development in Nigeria. Please tell us about it.
Yeah, quite interesting. Great people of Nigeria. I'm so excited that we've just returned back from Washington, officially launching Gotney operations in America. So that means that henceforth, the Gotney Leadership Center is now officially opened for a series of leadership development short courses. So anybody, this is the first in the history of this country.
Yeah, we talk about developing the capacity, the leadership capacity in Nigeria. We have talked about this on this program. The only reason you actually come here, we insist that you come here, is to tell Nigerians that it is necessary to develop leadership capacity before we begin to run our political, even policies and programs. Those who must run it must develop capacity. How can this center be of help?
The truth of the matter is that anybody who wants to be exceptional, who wants to be inspirational, who wants to add value to the system must develop leadership capital. Leadership capital in terms of the power to envision, the power to have capacity to serve, the power to make a difference, run aggressively in delivering programs that can add value to their companies, institutions, as well as the nation. So without leadership capital, people can't go far. So what Gotney Leadership Center intends to do is that we now create those specific courses. For instance, like, public speaking courses, courses, effective teamwork, how to work with people to get results.
So it's not just getting the form, fill the political party form and
not
get
at all.
into
Not at all. We even have political governance programs. How people who want to go into politics, the kind of skills they need to be able to be effective. Holding position is one thing. Adding value is another thing.
Being effective.
Being effective is another thing. How do you even reinvent yourself as an individual? So we have reinvention courses, how you can change the perception, the way people view you, and create value in your organization. And interestingly, even for young people who are growing up, like teenagers, parents who have teenagers at home and they don't know what to do with them, guess what? There's a course on self-discovery where teenagers can develop leadership skills early enough to chart a path for their lives in the future. And that even enables them even discover courses that they want to study in life. And so the greatest challenge of this country really is high level of, deficit of productivity. We have a lot of talks going on, even how to execute. A lot of people don't even know how to execute policies, mandates, and things. So what Gotney Leadership Center is about to do for this country is it opens its doors to anyone who you have a gap in, you have a deficit in different areas of your leadership styles. What you do is that you come to the center. And so we are launching it this week with the first course that we're going to be having, which is speaking with power and influence. Specifically, it's a 2-day course, Friday and Saturday. And so anybody who is interested to say, I want to be a powerful speaker, I want to influence, my organization, I want to speak with power and influence. Whether you are a top director, it doesn't matter where you're coming from, there's opportunity for you. And then the next one is also next week for 4 days, we are launching the self-discovery programs for teenagers between 13, to 17, and another one between, 18 and 24. So if you have, somebody in your home that you say, I want my child to develop sound leadership skills that can help them make a difference, especially now they're on holiday, on vacation, or compulsory vacation, specifically, you have a chance to be able to, and then interestingly, we are now discounting the fees heavily so that people can now, pay exactly to be able to attend. But most especially on Sunday evening, Gotney opens its door.
This Sunday evening,
but only those, we're going to be taking 1,000 people specifically with an evening with me. This will be a bonus. It's going to be a free program. I'm saying I want to give a bonus to 1,000 people who want to just come and develop themselves, learn specific skills.
Now let's go to Kogi State. Let's meet the chairman of APC in Kogi State, and I and my colleagues will be interrogating him on some of the issues we are hearing. Alhaji Hadi Ahmed-Tuor is APC chairman in Kogi State. Thank you so much for joining us on the program, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Now, tell us what is happening to you. You are, I would want to say, are you in Kogi? Are you in Lokoja now? Are you in your office?
I'm not in my office. I'm not in Kogi. I'm not in Lokoja.
Are you in Abuja?
I cannot let people know where am I.
Why are you running away? What is the problem?
Yes. Thank you very much. In the governor's office, there's a crisis in APC, Kogi State.
Yes, what? Hello. Hello.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Hey, I'm hearing you now. Go on.
Yes. When the governor of Kogi State resumed office, there is a crisis between the structure of the party and the leaders of the party with the governor. So we are always being in the office. The next thing we'll be seeing some hoodlums. They'll be intimidating us in the office several times.
What has the governor got to do with the hoodlums? Why are you dragging the governor into it? The governor is not supposed to be running the party.
Please let me explain before you ask me questions.
Okay, go on, please. Just be fast because we don't have much of the time.
Okay. The hoodlums, they always come to the office to come and intimidate my ESCO and myself. So several times, even there's one certain time, they break the door because of the crisis we have with the present governor in the state. I told my secretary to report to the commissioner of police, which he did. They said they are going to investigate, they didn't do anything. So because we don't want anything to happen to our people, to our structure, our members, I have decided to leave the office and stay away from the office.
Now, the allegation. Hello, sir. The allegations. I'm aware that there's a petition that was written and that there are allegations against you for which the police is looking for you. Is that why you are not in Kogi?
It's not because of that alone. And I've left the Kogi since when he resumed office. 1 year plus now.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And it's not because the police is looking for me. Because the issue the police is looking for me for is not for their issues. It's a party matter.
Okay, it's a party matter.
Yes. Because the police don't know what they are doing. That is why. They've allowed them to be used.
You have mentioned the governor. Is the governor after your office?
Is it not the governor? Is the chief security officer of the state? Is it not the one that they have problem with the structure and the leaders of the party? So if anything happens, who do you want me to call? It's him. Because one, when I give directive to my state executive to leave the office, I should not come kill them there, because several times there are attempts of hoodlums in the office. So that's why we leave the office. It's only the staff. They are always going to the office. And as I'm talking to you, despite that, I'm still holding my structure, and we will be having a regular meeting somewhere, not in the office.
Just hold on,
That is why I run away from the Ilokoja. I don't want to be killed. I don't want any of my member to be killed before the issue of false allegation came in. It's okay. I'm waiting for you.
Now, just hold on. Just hold on, because we also want to get to Kogi State to see if the DG media in government house would be able to respond to us on the allegations you have made. Let's see if a fan will pick his call and talk to us. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Kingsley Fanwo, you are the DG media in government house, and I'll be talking with the chairman of APC in Kogi State, Metro, and he has said that the governor is part of those who have chased him out of office, and he's out of office. We want you to quickly respond to this before we come to the issue of the celebrations you had yesterday, extraordinary celebration you had yesterday for the president. What do you say to the allegations against the governor?
Remains the chairman of the All Progressive Party in the state. His office is there in the office. He has decided to put himself in exile. The governor is not concerned about the day-to-day running of the party. It is the function of the National Executive State Executive Committee of to see to the day-to-day running of the party. So I am aware that some members of his committee, the executive committee, have petitioned him to the Nigerian police, alleging that he misappropriated the funds that were meant to run the office. So the police, I'm aware, also has invited him to come and. So if you are invited to come and clear your name and you are running helter-skelter to accuse the governor didn't write petition against you. The governor is not an auditor who audits your book. The governor is not even aware of some of the funds that he was alleged to have embezzled. So it is unfair on the governor for Alhaji Ahmed to allege that it is the governor that is chasing him out of office.
Just 1 second there. Alhaji Hadi, you want to react to that? Hello, Alhaji Hadi. Well, it's like he has dropped. I thought he was going to react to that. But now let's quickly go to your celebration yesterday. Why did you lock up the doors yesterday? The president was in the office, the vice president, everybody in Abuja, even the man that went for he was anxious to get back to work, and your state decided to lock all the doors. What happened?
Yeah, the president was away for 104 days, so we expect him to be anxious to go back to office to continue his good work, good job of repositioning the country. The state decided to lock down the entire state yesterday.
Yes.
To enable us to celebrate the arrival of the president.
What were you celebrating, Kingsley? I mean, what was the state celebrating?
We were celebrating the fact that the president came back to Nigeria alive to continue his good job for the nation. We were celebrating life. We were celebrating.
Is the celebration continuing today? Are you tired of it?
Pardon?
My colleague wanted to know whether the celebration is continuing today. Has it ended now?
No. It has ended yesterday.
Okay.
It will continue.
Thank God it has ended.
See, celebration of that icon will continue for 4 years. We continue even beyond his tenure.
Now, somebody wrote to us to say that the governor is lacking in ideas, and that the president arrived on Saturday. We learned that there are some people from Kogi across Nigeria who also joined. They had the Sunday to go back and continue with the celebration. That they don't understand why a state will be locked out on another day. Did you count the cost of your lockdown yesterday?
Yeah, I think we gained more than we lost yesterday, because it was not just a layback holiday. We went around town. The governor was at the specialist hospital to see the patient, where he declared that their treatment should be for free. So for those families, it was a very beautiful celebration.
Now, Kingsley, can you tell me? I know that you are a very, very rational person. Do you see a justification for that holidays? You as a person, forget about what the team and the governors. I'm sorry putting you in a tight corner, but tell us, because I know you very well.
I see a lot of justification for the holiday. I am part of the strategy team of the governor, and I was aware the public holiday will be declared. People don't understand what Kogi would have turned to if the president had died and the country was thrown into turmoil. Okay. We are the center of the nation. The whole thing will be on our head here. But we thank God that he came back safely, and Kogi is also at peace, and Nigeria is at peace and ready to go. We are back in our offices today to continue our work.
All right. I hope the message gets down to everybody that maybe they are the one that don't understand. With time, we understand. Thank you very much, Kingsley Fanwo. Is the DG Media in the government house. Thank you so much.
Ohiria, a lot of waste there, waste of man hours just for political relevance. I really do not see the rationale behind that, because like you pointed out earlier, they had 2 days to celebrate without disturbing, productivity in the state.
One of the newspapers this morning carried a cartoon, and they said public holiday in Kogi, said gubernatorial eye service.
Exactly what I wanted to say.
All right, we have to wrap it up now because of time. Well, you wanted to say something?
I just wanted the Kogi APC people to know that as of yesterday, the national body of the party, the NWC, led by the chairman of the party, put up a committee to settle this whole crisis. And
we just hope that the chairman will
and he has advised them to bend a little backward.
Okay. When we come back in another 24 hours, we'll have more for you. That is how we run a political platform. All the views and all sides, all the time, as we say on our news, in our newsroom. Okiri Agbonsuremi here. Please do have a wonderful time out there.
Bust it.